Hi, I'm Donna Miller with Miller Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we have a 25th Silver Wedding Anniversary card, and it's going to be a mini album combined into one. So I hope that you like this video and that you will click and subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified of future videos. So the paper that we are using today is a pearl paper. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and it has a lot of shimmer and shine that you can see right there. So I really like this paper because it reminds me of weddings and the wedding dress, and I just really like that. So this image that I got, I found online, and I used Inkscape and converted that into an SVG file. So if you want the exact images, please go to my blog, and I have the images linked on my blog for you. And if you want to learn how to create your own SVGs, go ahead and look at this playlist that I have listed on the top right corner, and that will link you to how to create your own SVGs. So we're using Glad Press and Seal to glue this down, and it works pretty good, but as you can see here in a minute, some of the pieces still fell off, and I think it's just because the texture that's on the paper. So what I did was I used the negative, and I just popped in those images into the negative outline, so that will give me the way the image was when it was cut. So that's a secret that I like to use sometimes. I'll use the negative space and just kind of use it like a puzzle piece and press it back in there. Now we're going to use two card bases. These are both 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to glue one of the card bases on top of the other one, and that's going to give us an extra flap in the middle so that we will be able to have a mini album on there. So I'm just lining up the edges, and then as you can see, that gives me that extra tab in there. So looking at the inside of this card, I used silver metallic for the mats on there, and I'm going to place the photos on top of these mats. I just made the photos a little bit smaller than the mats. The Debbie and the Joel and the November 5, 1994, I made that with the foil quill. And this is actually the very first wedding that I ever remember attending. So when you use the foil quill, I like to use the side battery pack. I got this from Walmart. I think it was like $5, and it charges the foil quill perfectly. So you want to plug this in for about 5 minutes before you actually run your foil quill. So I have my paper on here, and it is taped down. And the adapter that comes with here fits perfectly. So you just want to open up your A-clamp, press underneath, and pop up the attachment that it came with, and pop in the one with the foil quill. And tape down the foil on top of your paper. So we're going to go ahead and start this, and it's going to write right on top of the foiling. So as it's writing, I like to cut it with the foil taped down, and you can see that my foil got caught, and it's going to be okay because you're going to be tearing off that foil anyway. So we're going to go ahead and eject our mat now. So as you can see, even though it bunched up at the top while it was cutting, it didn't affect the quality of the writing at all. So this was written using the fine tip, and you can see it's got a lot of shine to it. It won't come off or smear as you press down on it. So with this kind of paper, because it has a little bit of a texture to it, this is the way to go. And you can see right here, that is the fine tip. The one on the left with the November 5 is the bold tip, and then this other one was a copy sample I made using the medium tip. So you can kind of see the difference in the 3 tip sizes. So now we're going to go to the inside, the last panel of our card, and this is the way that it's going to be set up. So we'll go ahead and get those glued down. and then we'll take a look at this final card. So as we look at the front of this card, I just love all of the shimmer and the shine. And as we're looking through the inside, I just think this is going to mean so much when it's personalized to the recipient, that it has their pictures in there of their wedding day that they can look back on and remember. So as we look at this sentiment on the inside, it says, "Today, as you look back with happiness and pride upon the 25 years that you've spent side by side, may every memory that you share of dreams that you've seen come true help make this special silver day a happy one for you." So as you see this ring image right here, we're going to have an Inkscape video on that next week. I created this from a coloring book image, so stay tuned for that. And as we look at this card and it's closed, there's not a lot of bulk to it. It wouldn't have that much more dimension than if I was using foam tape. So this will mail very nicely in the mail. So I hope that you liked this card today and that you learned something new. So please click and subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified of future videos. Bye now.